doing a Q&A about bossy wigs. I've been getting a lot of different questions and a lot of them I get repeatedly, so I wanted to make a video addressing these questions and answering them so that I can have a point of reference to direct clients to so that they can have their questions answered. What is standard placement for the combs or clips? A lot of times people aren't quite sure where they want their combs or clips placed in their bossy wig. Typically, the placement that most people will use for a U-part bossy wig is there will be one comb or clip on each side of the U-part. There will be 1 to 2 combs or clips in the back at the nape. And then this is where people tend to change things up a little bit, is the sides. You're able to add, you can add to the temples, 1 on each side. You can add behind your ears, you can add more the nape. The number of combs or clips that you're going to have added to your wig will definitely depend on how you plan on wearing your wig. If you prefer to wear it down the majority of the time like this, then you don't necessarily need a lot of combs or clips added to the sides. You would just maybe get 1 or 2 added above each ear or at the temples, because you won't be pulling your hair up. If you do plan to pull your hair up and wear it in a ponytail, I would advise having combs particularly added at the temple and behind the ear, or above each ear on each side. Keep in mind that when you are getting a bossy wig that is made with a side part, you are going to have less area on one side to work with in regards to having your combs or clips added, and the other side you will have more area to work with. So take that into consideration when you're thinking about placement. If you have a side part, you're going to want to add 1 extra clip onto the side where you don't have your part. If you are getting a closure bossy wig, the placement for a closure bossy wig is definitely more tricky than it is for a U-part wig. I prefer myself, this is a closure bossy wig that I'm wearing now. I usually will have a comb placed behind the closure to hold it in place so that it does not slide back. And you are also able to add combs 1 on each side of the closure. Some may, if you're planning on wearing bangs, you can have a comb or a clip added to the very front center of the closure. And then the placement for the rest of the wig is typically the same as it would be for a U-part bossy wig. You would have 1 or 2 at the nape, and then you would have your placement along the sides. The time frame for having a bossy wig made is typically 5 days, 5 business days from the date of your appointment. When you send me your hair, the date of your appointment, or possibly the day before, you'll receive an invoice for your deposit. I will not start construction on your bossy wig until your deposit is paid. Please keep that in mind. But from the day of your appointment, as long as your deposit is paid, it should take up to 5 business days before you receive photos of your bossy wig completed. Once you receive photos, you have 24 hours to approve those photos. Once the photos are approved, then your wig, you will receive an invoice for your balance, and the invoice for your balance must be paid within 24 hours. After your balance is paid, your bossy wig will be shipped to you within 24 to 48 business hours. I am now offering a few new options, services with bossy wigs. At this time, I'm now offering deep conditioning treatments on your hair that you send with your wig. Sometimes people do send hair that has been previously worn or isn't in its best condition. So in order to whip the hair into shape, so to speak, I do offer deep conditioning treatments. I use only top of the line high quality products. So that is an option. It is optional, it is not required. It is just a service that you can have added if it's something that you might want to do with your hair. Another option that I have is clients are now able to use silk cap bases for their bossy wigs. Up until now, I have been offering the option to use either lycra cap bases or mesh cap bases. Now I am offering the option to use a silk base, And the silk is very breathable. It is just about as thin as the lycra. It's actually a little thinner, so it's more breathable. But the benefit of using the silk is that the silk allows your hair to retain moisture. It doesn't wick it away from the hair. The silk also protects your hair from breakage. Your hair will not snag on this type of cap. A lot of people use silk caps or satin caps when they sleep at night, or a silk pillowcase, in order to protect their hair. And so what this silk base cap does is it serves the same purpose as sleeping with a silk cap or bonnet or sleeping on a silk pillowcase. So that is definitely an option. If you are placing an order for a Bossy wig, you are able to select a silk base cap now. And for clients who have already scheduled their appointments, you're not able to select this cap at this time. This is for future appointments that will be booked from this day forward. The measurements for your Bossy wig are extremely important. If you are not familiar with how to measure your head, I definitely advise you to take a look at the video that I made showing how to measure your head for a Bossy wig. These measurements need to be accurate in order to ensure the perfect fit for your head. So please take a look at the video if you haven't already. I've been getting a lot of questions as to the durability of Bossy wigs. How long do these wigs last? How do they hold up? And Bossy wigs, they are designed and they are fabricated to last as long as your hair is going to last. If you have excellent quality hair, then your Bossy wig should last as long as that hair is going to last you. It's going to last until the wheels fall off, basically. So for that reason, I definitely advise that when you're having one made, please take into consideration the type of hair you're sending. It may not be your best option to send something like that that is prone to tangling and shedding and matting, because when you are ordering your wig, you're basically purchasing an investment. And if you're using hair that doesn't last very long, the wig is not going to last very long. I'm going to make a wig with any type of hair that you send, but I am cautioning you, the wig is only as good as the hair that is used to construct it. And I'm going to show you a Bossy wig that I actually made for myself about 12 months ago. And I have been wearing this wig almost every day for the last 12 months. And it is still perfect condition. The only thing that has changed about this wig is I actually personally cut holes in it because I sewed it on for a period of time, and I wanted to be able to get to my scalp with my my growth aid. So I cut these little holes in the cap, just strategically placed throughout. Like here's one. And I cut these holes in this cap a good 7 or 8 months ago, and they have not stretched. As you can see, the combs are all still in place. And the only thing that I say is worn on this is the tag. So this is it. The fit is still absolutely perfect. The only reason I am not wearing it right now is because I washed it and I'm letting it air dry. As you can see, it's still a little damp. But this is 1 year later, and this wig is still going strong, still a perfect fit. And so as you can see, the hair is lasting, the wig is lasting as long as the hair that was used to make it. So please rest assured that when you do order your wig, you will not have to worry about this wig falling apart on you. If there are any flaws in the construction of the wig, you are able to send it back at no cost to you and have the adjustments made to the wig. When you order a U-part Bossy wig, you have the option to have it made with a center part, a left part, or a right part. When you have your wig made with a left part or a right part, please be advised that the wig can only be worn with that part. A left part wig can only be worn with the left part. You can switch your part over to the right or to the middle, but you will have an uneven wig. Your hair will fall unevenly. One side will be heavier than the other. When I do make them with a dedicated left or right part, I construct the wig in a way so that it looks like you have a side part on an install, which usually means you have more hair added to one side to cover more space. When you have a center part, you're able to switch your wig to either the left or the right and have a part on either side, but you cannot switch your part deep to either side. You're able to wear it slightly off center to the left or to the right. If you pull it too far over to the left or too far over to the right, then you'll be looking at your hair being a little uneven this way or this way. So please keep that in mind. If you do want the option to wear your part to the left, right, or center, I definitely advise having a center part made, but just keep in mind the limitations that you have as to how far to the left or how far to the right you can wear your part. Maintaining a bossy wig is actually really quite simple. You will maintain this wig just as you would maintain your weave. You can wash the hair in the sink or even in the shower or the bathtub, and wash the hair holding your wig this way. You want to wash your hair in a downward motion, do not bunch it up, and that's not necessarily maintenance for the wig, but for the hair itself. The wig is going to hold together regardless of how you wash it and maintain it, but you're going to want to wash in a downward motion. Detangle your hair each and every time you do wash the wig, and in regards to storing or drying your wig, you do not have to put it on a wig head or a mannequin head. The wig is constructed in a way that it should hold its shape regardless. You can hang it on a doorknob, you can hang it on a door hanger, you can lay it flat to dry. I personally hang mine on the door hanger, the little hooks that hang on the back of the door, and sometimes I hang them on the doorknob. It's all up to you. You can also wash your bossy wigs on your head. You can let them air dry on your head, blow dry, flat iron, do everything on your head, or you can also do it on a wig stand. That's all entirely up to you. And in regards to maintenance, there's no special maintenance that you need to do in regards to the cap base, combs, nothing like that. This wig should hold up without any special treatment whatsoever. When you are scheduling your appointment to have your bossy wig made, you have the option of adding a reverse U-part. So I get a lot of questions about what exactly is a reverse U-part. What is its purpose? I'm going to start by showing you a standard U-part bossy wig. This is a standard U-part bossy wig. This is actually a red part wig, but this is what the U-part looks like. You can see the weft. You can see where the combs are attached. And this is your standard U-part bossy wig. This is what it's going to look like. Now I'm going to show you what the reversed U-part looks like. This is a reverse U-part. And you can see how the combs are positioned in this one. And the difference between the two wigs is you can't just see the weft around the U-part. It's covered by hair. Now, in this wig that I'm wearing now, I am wearing a reverse U-part, which for me, you can see it, the weft is covered. I have a thin crown area, and I also wanted volume in this hair. So the reverse U-part for me works well because I can take this little skinny sliver of hair and I don't have to worry about my tracks being exposed because there's hair already covering the weft. So that helps with my hair covering the weft. My hair doesn't have to do as much work to conceal the weft. So that's one purpose of the U-part, is to assist with blending. Another purpose of the reverse U-part is to also create volume if you want volume in your hair, and it can be for straight hair, wavy hair, curly hair. I like volume in my hair, so as you see, I position the reverse U-part so that you see this bump, it creates more volume. It's not perfectly flat. Now, with that being said, if you don't want volume in your hair, if you want a sleek, straight look, then a reverse U-part might not work for you because it's going to create additional bulk regardless of how I construct it. So there are options that still will allow you to have the top of your hair flat with the reverse U-part and What that entails is either using hand-tied wefts around the top, around the crown for your reverse U part, or using a weft that you can split in two, split in half, split weft. So those are the options if you still want to keep the top of your head flat, but you want the reverse U part. And this is basically what it is. So you can see the difference between the two, and I will hold them up side by side for you. So if you want the reverse U part, just make sure that you select it when you are scheduling your appointment for a bossy wig. When you opt to have styling, layering, or any color services done to your bossy wig, please make sure that you contact me via email and send photos of the desired look you are trying to achieve. I'm definitely willing to work with you if you can give me a description, but I'm only able to create the look that you want to the best of my abilities. If you send me photos, I can recreate the look for you, and I guarantee you it's going to come out a lot better than it would if you're just giving me words to work with. So please, if you can, send multiple photos. If you can, send photos of yourself. Let me know where you want the layers to fall on you, if you're opting to have layers added. If you have a color chart or a specific hair color brand that you would like used to achieve a certain color, please let me know. Details, details, details. The more details that you can provide, the more photos that you can provide, the more visuals that you can provide, the better your bossy wig is going to turn out. Please be advised that when you do send curly hair for your bossy wig, I prefer to wet the hair prior to sending your final photos. What this does is, when I'm able to wet the hair and brush it out, this allows your curls to clump better, the hair is tamed down, because after I'm done sewing your wig, the hair tends to be really big and wild and all over the place. So you can't see the true density of the hair. You can't see how the hair is going to look once you're wearing it. So I do prefer to wet the hair. If you have any issues with me wetting your hair, please let me know ahead of time, and I will not wet the hair. I will do my best to convey the true density of the hair to you without wetting it. So that's it for now for my frequently asked questions. If you have any additional questions that I did not address today, please let me know, and if I get enough of the same questions again, I will come back to you all and I will do another video, another Q&A addressing your questions. But please feel free to contact me by leaving a comment on the video. You can contact me via Facebook, you can contact me via Twitter, and you can also contact me via email with any questions that you may have. Thanks, bye-bye. And really quickly, just to show my appreciation to all of my clients, I'm going to be doing a monthly drawing for a $50 gift card to different stores each month. Sometimes it'll be a Visa gift card, sometimes Sephora, MAC, Macy's, different gift cards each month. How you can enter into this drawing each month, you can go to my new Bossy Wigs Facebook page, and the link is going to be included below in the information box. And what you will need to do to enter into the drawing is like the Bossy Wigs Facebook page, that is step number 1, and tag a photo or add a photo of yourself wearing your bossy wig to the wall or to the Bossy Wigs photo album. That is one way that you can enter into the drawing. The second way you can enter into the drawing is by visiting my Thumbtack page. The link is also going to be included below in the information box. And leave a testimonial of your bossy wig experience as well as the bossy wig itself. Now, you're only able to leave one testimonial per wig and one per month, one entry per month on Thumbtack and one entry per month on Facebook. So you're basically able to enter twice per month for this drawing, and each month I'm just going to randomly pull one person, and that will be the winner of the drawing, and you will be announced on my Facebook page, Bossy Wigs. So you have 2 chances each month to enter. So we're starting June 1st. And I just want to say thank you all in advance. I really, really want to thank everyone for all of the support. I want to thank all of my clients. You guys are all wonderful. Everyone is such a pleasure to work with, and I really am happy to serve all of you. And I thank you for showing me love on my YouTube channel. I thank you for showing me love on my Facebook page. I really appreciate everything that all of my subscribers and clients, and now friends that I've also made just from being on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter as well. I just want to thank all of you. You guys are all wonderful. I love you guys all. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.